Japan's political landscape is facing a potential shakeup unlike anything it's seen in years. With the Liberal Democratic Party, or LDP, at risk of losing its majority, Japan is bracing itself for what could be a major shift in power. As Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba's leadership grows more precarious, the big question is, what does this mean for Japan's stability, and are we about to witness a new era in Japanese politics? First, let's look at why the LDP is losing its grip. For decades, the LDP has been the dominant force in Japanese politics, steering the country through periods of economic growth, social challenges, and international change. But over the last few years, cracks have started to appear. Public dissatisfaction has grown as people question the LDP's ability to address modern issues like stagnant wages, an aging population, and the need for bold reforms. Critics argue that the LDP has become too comfortable, too entrenched, and increasingly out of touch with the needs of ordinary Japanese citizens. Prime Minister Ishiba's administration, which holds a fragile minority, has been the target of particularly intense scrutiny. With declining support, many see his government as weakened and unable to make decisive moves on pressing issues. And now, as the LDP struggles to maintain its hold, the opposition parties are rallying to seize the moment. This potential shift is something Japan hasn't seen in a generation, a viable challenge to the LDP's decades-long dominance. If the LDP does indeed lose its majority, Japan could face a period of uncertainty. A government with no clear ruling majority would struggle to pass legislation, leading to possible gridlock in the Diet, Japan's parliament. This could slow down important decisions on everything from economic policy to social reforms and international relations. For a country like Japan, where stability is highly valued, this kind of political instability is deeply concerning. The stakes are high, and both the ruling party and the opposition know it. The opposition, led by the Constitutional Democratic Party, CDP, is capitalizing on this moment, uniting factions and appealing to younger voters who are eager for change. They argue that a fresh approach is exactly what Japan needs to tackle its most urgent challenges, from revitalizing the economy to addressing environmental issues and strengthening Japan's role on the world stage. But the opposition has its own hurdles to overcome. Japan's political landscape is fragmented, and while the CDP is building momentum, it will need strong alliances with other opposition groups to form a viable government. Not to mention, they'll have to convince the public that they're ready and capable of stepping into the role that the LDP has held for so long. And for Japan, the implications of an LDP loss go beyond party politics. The country is at a crossroads, facing global challenges that require decisive leadership and unity. The rise of China, regional security concerns, and complex trade relationships with the United States and other global partners mean Japan's government needs to be not just stable but strong. A weakened or divided government could make Japan more vulnerable to external pressures, a scenario no one wants to see. What's next for the LDP? Prime Minister Ishiba and his allies are doing all they can to rally support, to show the public they're still the best choice for stable, experienced leadership. In recent weeks, Ishiba has tried to address key public concerns with new policy proposals and promises to modernize. But for many, these gestures are too little, too late. The public wants change, and for the first time in a long time, the opposition appears ready to deliver it. So, what does this mean for Japan's future? A shift in power would mark a historic moment and potentially bring new ideas to the forefront of Japanese policy. But it would also bring new risks. Can the opposition provide the stability and unity needed to lead Japan through this next chapter? Or will the loss of the LDP's majority plunge the country into a period of uncertainty and political infighting? Let us know what you think. Are we witnessing the end of the LDP's dominance, or can Ishiba rally enough support to keep his party in power? Drop a comment, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates as we follow this unfolding story. Japan's political future may be more uncertain than ever, but one thing is for sure, change is on the horizon.